your turn to...
Oh, is it for me?
Consider yourself fired.
Why are you winking at me?
Consider yourself fired.
Hello, and welcome to the JT and Drew Show. I'm JT.
And I'm Drew.
And we're two nobodies talking about nothing.
Consider yourself fired.
Hey, bud. Welcome back to the show.
show.
You are a hair off. Holy mackerel. Listen, when we came up with the last episode that said, what was the name of it? Break Time Over or something like that. I really meant Break Time Over, not 2-3 weeks later, almost a month later, coming back up on here. What the heck, man?
There's a term for that we used to use in the Air Force. I believe it was malingering. Unfortunately and fortunately, that wasn't the case.
Obviously. Big news.
Big news. JT.
Holy mackerel.
Andrew. That's your big news, folks. If you know, you know.
Big news,
big news. We did take kind of a 2-3 week hiatus. Life happened, as we've said before.
And we did not plan for it again.
Yep. And there is a Drew Jr. running around now.
Yeah, there is.
Yep.
And it's super cute.
Yeah, he definitely is. Got his looks from his daddy.
100%. That kid is yours. You cannot deny it.
Yeah, I might as well have carried him. Doesn't look that hard. Just kidding to all the moms out there.
And
please
let me know
don't.
when you need the cot set up over here.
Yeah, please don't cancel us. I was totally kidding. I definitely do not envy anybody.
Well, you know where they're not going to cancel us at.
Well, I know they're definitely going to cancel us on TikTok again.
How many videos did we have up? I know we had the second one got thrown down.
Yeah, I think there were like 4 or 5, and that one got schwacked.
Yeah. Well, you know where they're not going to kick us out at?
Oh, Nigeria.
Yeah, I got an email from Carlos. I have no idea who that is. Said that we were in the top 33 in Nigeria. Whoop, whoop.
Hey-o!
So I know you guys are about to go to war, so good luck.
Good luck. And as they say in Star Wars, may the Force be with you.
Oh, okay.
And thank you. Hopefully you continue to listen to us out there in the trenches as we say, good morning, Nigeria.
That would be Drew saying that.
Yep.
So, big news that has come out. We don't have everything that's come out to light yet. Everything's kind of coming out of the woodworks and whatnot. But you had brought an article to me. What was it, about lunchtime today?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and just very interesting on how everything's sort of playing out. But according to, who was the source that you got it from?
Oh, there's a bunch of sources out there right now.
Multiple sources.
Yes.
An individual has been shot and killed, if I'm not mistaken, for supposedly making some comments on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Facebook, about getting excited about Biden coming to Utah.
Yeah. So this gentleman apparently is not a fan of the current administration and made it very well known over social media, and had made comments, to the effect of, hey, well, when he comes to town, or he's coming to town, I better get ready. I better get my ghillie suit and my rifle ready. And some other comments, which I'm going to pull up here in a moment. And that triggered the FBI to come and serve him with warrants, multiple warrants, for making threats to the President of the United States. And supposedly, when they went, they couldn't get a hold of him initially because it was early in the morning and he was snoozing. And there was some kind of, I forget what the term was, there was some kind of thing that happened, which they don't say, and the reason is because it's an active investigation, so they're not going into too many details.
Right.
But something happened, and it caused them to open fire and kill the guy.
So, yeah, that is a tangled mess for what it is. We'd like to hear how that develops in time. However, we've got to catch to make sure that the facts are being put out there and it's not just left-leaning or right-leaning media. So when that develops, or as that is developing, we will bring that to you.
So he allegedly made a comment in September of 2022 that said, "The time is right for a presidential assassination or two. First Joe, then Kamala." Now, again, there are several posts that he's made that he's allegedly made that are threatening to the president. But a lot of people in the comments and some of these different sites made some really, really good points. And not to steer away from the topic, but they made good points on the government censorship as a whole. Because they're like, oh, so you can't post about abortion, but you can post about offing the president, and that stays up and doesn't get taken down.
Okay.
And it made me think to that video that we made, that we posted on TikTok that got taken down. And it was for, hateful ideology, even though there was nothing hateful about it. It was a parody. It was a skit. There was no language. There was no nudity. There was no nothing. It was not harmful at all.
No, it was you in a rainbow wig.
Yeah, and it got taken down for hateful ideology. But something like this can get posted and stay up and never be taken down. That started getting my wheels turning and like, very interesting.
Yeah, see how the social media is playing their cards.
Yeah, and they interviewed some of the neighbors that were nearby, of course, and apparently one of his longtime friends who painted the guy as a real friendly guy, one of the nicest guys you'd ever meet, give you the shirt off his back, do anything for you. This just seemed really out of character. And he had seen a couple of the posts in the past, but didn't, chalk it up to anything. He's like, well, the guy hasn't done anything. He's just, exercising his First Amendment. He's frustrated. He doesn't agree with the current administration, and he's voicing his opinions.
Right. Like almost everybody is that they're trying to shut down.
Yes. So obviously very, very terrible. Anybody that threatens, the office of the president, whether you agree with them or not something that should happen.
No, definitely not.
Not agreeing with it at all. However, I think government overreach comes into play when we're talking about censorship, and we're talking about the government meddling like we saw with the last election, and not posting certain posts, allowing people to post but censoring other posts because they didn't fit a certain narrative, or they didn't want that information to get out, or they tried controlling the information. Well, we think this is harmful, or that's not harmful, or this is misinformation or disinformation or whatever buzzword of the day. And that's scary. It's scary that big government has done that and is continuing to try to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
The Constitution is the Constitution. It's not, well, the Constitution says I have these rights, but you don't agree with that, so I have to play by your rules. That's not the case here.
No, but that's the way it's coming out more and more people are seeing it that way.
Mm-hmm. However,
So,
it's coming
okay.
out more and more that way in a I'm the one that's in charge. I think it should be this way. Oh, hold on a second. That doesn't benefit me anymore. Okay, well, it's okay if I do it, but you are not allowed to do it.
Yeah, it's definitely coming from people who have power or think they have power.
Yes. And then, like I told you earlier, there was an interesting video, quick video clip. This lady talking about how, well, this is obviously all Trump's fault because this guy was an uber MAGA supporter, and this just shows that Trump's violent rhetoric is to blame for this guy's actions.
What?
Uh-huh.
Listen, and this is not scripted, but one person cannot control the actions of others. And it was a good demonstration that you had brought to me. If you are on like the south side of town and you say, hey, JT, we don't like the people on the north side of towns, you should go slash their tires, and I go slash their tires, obviously then you are you're doing inciting the violence. That's what I'm trying to get out.
Right. I'm telling you to commit that act.
Right. And then you come, but if you come and say, hey, JT, we don't like the people on the north side, and you leave it at that, now the actions that I do after that, there's nothing that you can control for me going to the north side and slashing tires.
Right. You took that upon yourself.
I did, all because you're like, yeah, we don't like the people on the north side. Okay.
Yep.
So, and I haven't seen anything that's come out of Trump's mouth that says, hey, go do this.
No. You haven't seen it because it hasn't happened. That would be like saying, well, Hunter Biden is a screwed up crackhead because his dad taught him to be a screwed up crackhead. You know, growing up, he taught him that screwed up crackhead is the way to be. Anybody that makes that argument would be retarded.
Yeah.
Obviously, he made his own decisions, and he's not really paying the price for any of them, like, you know, we little people at the bottom of the totem pole. But, yeah, you can't say, well, he made me do it. That doesn't stand up in these situations.
No.
Ay. But, yeah, more to come on this story. The FBI hasn't really let out much information because it's an ongoing investigation, supposedly, and yada yada. So we'll have to circle back, as it were. And yeah,
Good old circle back. And I don't know if you've heard this, but a couple days ago, this is brand new. A couple days ago, there was an explosion in Moscow. I'm sure it's already out now, but there was an explosion in Moscow that in a factory where like night vision is made, like for tanks or things like that, for the Russian military in order to see at night. There was a huge explosion. They were calling it a mushroom cloud. When I looked at the video, it didn't look like a mushroom cloud. It just kind of looked like a really big explosion. There were some injuries. Information is coming out about deaths. Again, the time of this recording, all of this is fresh. But if there are any deaths or any new involvement that is happening with this, we'll keep you updated. However, I, unlike Drew, am super paranoid about World War III. Drew, not so much. Things happen, and Drew's just gonna put on his cape and get out there and save everybody.
That's thanks to Drewby's Little Helpers. Pros and cons there.
Right? But, so there's if you haven't heard anything as far as this stuff coming out, you're not really watching the news because, let's face it, the news is super stressful, and if it's not about white people being racist or this or that kind of then it can overwhelm you. But I'm trying to keep track of what's going on over in Ukraine, what's happening with the UN and China and all that, and it's just super annoying that things haven't come out or shot off yet, because everybody's playing a huge game of chess at this point, and it's like, just make your move.
Yep. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, well, it's good seeing you. I'm glad you're alive. I was worried there for a moment.
Yeah, well, that's at least one worried person in this world.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one, though.
Yep. I'm so Ronry.
No, you're not.
I'm not Ronry anymore.
No, you're not.
Man. Yeah, it's been a busy few weeks. Definitely has. I know we mentioned that at the beginning of the show. We were kind of coming back and then we were off again, but we were definitely not off.
No, definitely not off.
But glad to be back in the swing of things.
Hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Don't do this to me again. My emotions can't handle it.
Our listeners get to hear us again. I know they missed my voice.
They sure did. I've gotten some messages from some listeners that are like, hey, where's the new episode?
Yeah, where you is?
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, it's coming.
Well, just for all our listeners out there, we're going to have a special drawing sometime in our lives, and they're going to be for tickets. Where you can come sit next to me, or you can sit next to JT. Either way.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. For all of you that do not understand that reference, please refer to last year, Season 2, Spooky Stories episode.
Yes.
It's a good one. And
it's a good one, and my favorite.
And, oh, yeah. I feel like we put a lot of preparation in that show, and it really paid off.
Yes.
And we're coming upon that time here very soon.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we can talk to the producers. Maybe we can re-release it.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yes, it would.
If you all have any ideas or stories maybe that you'd like to help us write or tell that are appropriate for this platform, please send them into the show.
Yeah, you can send them into jtandrewshow@gmail.com. There was some confusions for some people. They were trying to put A&D and Drew, but it's not. It's A-N Drew. So jtandrewshow@gmail.com. Or you can click on our Linktree link down in the description section of this video, wherever you're listening to it. We do throw it on Spotify, and I do make sure that the Linktree link is in the YouTube description. And you can click on that. That's got our email address up at the top and all of our social medias. You can go and click them and have fun, explore, do what you will with the information.
Yes. And if you disagree with the information, feel free to call JT direct and hold him accountable.
Yeah. Give me a shout. Leave a voicemail, because I don't pick up numbers I don't know. Oh, speaking of numbers I don't know, have you heard?
No.
I have gotten call from Mother Russia.
What?
They are calling me back, comrade.
No way.
Yeah, they called me again today.
Wow.
All right, I see what you did there. I just caught on.
No, that's awesome. Was it an Indian on the other side, or was it a
I don't know.
Russian?
I never picked it up. I don't know anybody in Russia.
You never have fun with those things.
No, I don't. Usually because I think I owe money.
I don't blame you there, but I'm too stupid and I still pick up. My coworker today asked me, she heard me. I sit behind her and she heard me, hello? They don't want to talk. And I hung up. She goes, why do you keep picking those calls up? Well, because I like to have fun sometimes.
No, the annoying part about it is we'll be like right in the middle of a conversation, and then and then this one time, hello. Come on, man. What happened?
I was seeing.
I'm not doing too good.
No, I feel like death. Oh, you're here to talk about death benefits? Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll make it till tomorrow. Oh my goodness, that is so happy. Good to hear, sir. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I don't know if you heard, but I might not wake up tomorrow. Oh, that is so terrible. So let me explain your benefits to you. How old are you, sir? 50. I'm sorry, how old are you, sir? 80. Click. Dang it.
You went up too high too quickly.
Yeah, should have gone like in intervals of 2 or something.
Yeah, you should have. Well, you'll learn eventually.
Yeah, one day, maybe. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, not me. I don't know. I can't predict the future.
Yeah. But it's been a pleasure. I'm glad you got to see me.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad I got to see myself as well.
Yes, very much so. And let's do it again sometime. Hopefully, not 2 or 3 weeks apart.
That's on you, man. That's your life. I'm just hanging out.
I'm just holding you accountable. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up this episode of the JT and Drew Show. We hope you tune in to our next episode. Follow our link tree. Brought to you by the JT and Drew Show.
We just sped that audio up.
Yeah, that's crazy how that happens.
I wonder if they want us to slow it down.
Okay, we'll try that.
As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/JTDrewShow.